Hopefully, it will work for the better for our state and the people who live in it now and in the future.
People are going to want to come to.
And this bill was finally passed by both chambers on Tuesday. This is Governor McKee's first public signing on a bill. Look at this picture here. This is before crews pulled this car out of the water in East Greenwich this morning. Firefighters found the car near the Greenwich Cove boat ramp around 8 this morning after getting reports of a car underwater. Everyone was out of the car by the time firefighters got there, and there were no injuries reported. A 45-year-old man died in a car crash this morning on I-95 South in West Greenwich. Police identified him as Jason Reed from Concord, New Hampshire. They say he was driving a Mini Cooper when he lost control of the car around exit 6. They say there's a curve in the road there, and he drove off the road before hitting a rock structure and rolling over. He was taken to Rhode Island Hospital, where he later died. And tonight we continue our coverage on the coronavirus. Coronavirus vaccination numbers continue rising here in Rhode Island, but now officials are saying COVID testing numbers are falling. ABC 6 News reporter Olivia DaRocha joins us live in the studio with the warning from health officials tonight. Olivia.
Well, Darren, state and local health officials saying they're attributing to this drop in testing numbers to COVID fatigue. I spoke to the executive officer for the Medical Reserve Corps today, and he says he wants people to remember the magic trio when it comes to getting out of the pandemic, which is wearing your mask, getting COVID tested, and getting your vaccine when you're eligible. Governor McKee stressing this same message about the importance of testing this week, especially as we continue to see more and more cases of COVID variants across the state. And right now, the most prevalent variant in the Ocean State is that UK strain. Officials especially wanting to remind people about testing as weather gets nicer and people begin to gather again, and more people keep getting their vaccine. Brooke Lawrence with the Rhode Island Medical Reserve Corps saying it's crucial we don't let our guard down now.
Testing is important because it helps us monitor the population on who's getting sick, or if we're seeing any flare-ups, and the efficacy of vaccine, and what areas of the state that we need to be concentrating on with our vaccination programs. If we have any hot spots, that we can rapidly approach those spots and be aggressive in managing the situation.
Continuously coming up with more and more ways to make testing easily accessible to all, including more mobile testing. And to date here in Rhode Island, there have been over 3.6 million COVID tests administered throughout the pandemic. Officials adding they hope that number continues to rise. Darren, back to you.
Thanks, Olivia. Well, tonight, issues with vaccine supplies and cases skyrocketing in some states. ABC has the latest on what's happening with the pandemic across the nation.
This morning, states across the country prepping for a massive drop in supplies of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Availability set to plummet.